Hello and welcome to another Planet Destiny video. Now that we've reviewed all of the exotic weapons currently in the game, it's time that we put them into a tiered list for PvE. The ranks are as follows. Tier 1. These weapons are considered the best of the best and borderline overpowered in the right hands and circumstances. Tier 2. These weapons are exceptional at what they do, but not quite as good as Tier 1 weapons. Tier 3. These weapons are okay and worth using sometimes. Tier 4. These weapons perform poorly, and you should avoid using them if at all possible. First up are the Tier 1 weapons for PvE. These weapons are absolutely the best of the best. First up is the Vex Mythoclast. Despite its lower attack value, it's still a monster in PvE. In close to medium ranges, it rewards those users who can chain precision shots for maximum damage. Its high stability coupled with Zen Moment make for very easy time chewing through multiple enemies. Up next is the timed PlayStation exclusive hand cannon, Hawkmoon. What it lacks in utility, it makes up for in extremely hard-hitting rounds. Its perk list allows for a very customizable weapon, and its unique perk will cause 3 rounds to hit for bonus damage. Our next weapon has seen a rise from literally one of the worst weapons in the game into the coveted Tier 1 position. Yes, Bad Juju after its mini buffs is quite the weapon to behold in PvE. Its ability to charge your super is just so useful in pretty much every scenario. If you want to use your supers often, Bad Juju will help you deliver on that front. Up next is the infamous Icebreaker. Its extreme utility due to its hard-hitting rounds that also regenerate directly into the mag earned this weapon its #1 spot in our top 5 exotics list. It received a small buff as well a while back that increased the damage from its explosion perk. Our final Tier 1 weapon is none other than Gatlahorn. It simply is the best weapon in the game for single target damage. Its Wolfpack rounds will make exceedingly quick work of whatever they hit. If multiple people in your group have it, then strike bosses will fall within seconds of the encounter starting. Next we'll be going over the Tier 2 weapons. These weapons are exceptional at what they do, but are lacking just 1 or 2 small things that keep them from the Tier 1 status. First up on our list is the Mida Multi-Tool. The exotic patch a while back changed it so the rounds fired will almost always cause your target to stagger. This makes stunlocking majors a breeze, and it's nice since usually that ability is reserved for secondary weapons. It also has a wonderful customizable perk selection that every Guardian can find useful. Up next is the Suros Regime. The recent auto rifle nerf hit it pretty hard in PvE, but fortunately it still has extremely high stability and decent range. While it won't be carrying you through strikes like it once was able to, you'll still find that it's a solid companion to any loadout. Up next is the Hand Cannon Thorn. Similar to Bad Juju, this gun has gone on quite a journey through the ranks. It now holds a solid spot in Tier 2, mostly because of its lower damage output. Though the damage over time for this weapon is still wonderful for keeping shields down and packs a pretty hefty punch now too. Our next weapon is Red Death. The pulse rifle buff a while back helped this weapon out a ton. What it lacks in utility it makes up for in raw damage output. Not to mention the Red Death perk will heal you after every kill, so some enemies pretty much act as health packs for you. Up next is Patience in Time. Its perk that allows you to go invisible while aiming down sights can be extremely useful in clutch situations where you need to get a res off. Not to mention its high stability and rate of fire make for a very powerful weapon in PvE. Up next is Plan C. If you're going to use a fusion rifle in PvE that isn't the Vex Mythoclast, then Plan C is your best bet. It escaped the fusion rifle nerf relatively unscathed and still has a decently high range. While you won't be using it at the extreme ranges it once dominated at, it's still a nice companion for when you need an arc weapon to switch to. Our next weapon is Truth. While it isn't as devastating as Gatlahorn, it still packs quite a punch in PvE. Its 3 rounds in the mag mean you'll pretty much always have a backup round to toss into a pack of enemies. Its tracking, proximity detonation, and large blast radius make clearing out large areas a breeze. Our final weapon for Tier 2 is Thunderlord. Similar to some of the other weapons on the list, what it lacks in utility it makes up for in raw damage. Its lightning rounds will chew through pretty much any pack or single target. The hidden bonus that gives some rounds a Firefly-like effect is a nice bonus for clearing out packs of enemies. Up next are the Tier 3 weapons. These weapons are okay and worth using sometimes, but they aren't really worth building a loadout around. Our first weapon is the Universal Remote. Normally, this would be in the tier 4 category, but the recent shotgun buff made this weapon a hard-hitting force for lower level strikes and some playlists. It's very fun to pair it with another shotgun and deal out some massive blows to majors and ultras. Our next weapon got hit with the recent auto rifle nerf. Hardlight just isn't what it once was once its damage was nerfed. Even though it has extremely high stability, it just doesn't hit hard enough to warrant using it. The over-penetrating rounds are pretty niche as well and won't make much of a difference. Similar to Hardlight, the next weapon, Monte Carlo, got hit by the auto rifle nerf. It used to be borderline useful if you wanted to focus on a melee build, but now its damage is just too low to warrant building around. Our next weapon is the Last Word. Even though it's in the tier 1 slot for PvP, it just doesn't translate well at all for PvE. Its low magazine size and impact do not make for a good PvE weapon. You spend a lot of time reloading this weapon when you should be spending more time shooting enemies. Our next weapon was difficult to place. Invective is still a very strong weapon for PvE, especially after the shotgun buff. Its range and impact are the main reasons it hasn't been placed higher on our list. It's still extremely useful for its regenerating ammo though, so it can be used as a poor man's icebreaker in a pinch. Up next is Pocket Infinity. This is a decent fusion rifle for burst damage in PvE, but the main reason it isn't higher is because it was hit pretty hard by the fusion rifle nerf. It's pretty much only useful for close ranges where you can get a full burst off into an enemy. Otherwise, you should probably steer clear from it. The next weapon is super good advice. Its high recoil makes it very difficult to use at range in PvE. You're pretty much stuck to firing it in short bursts to make sure you hit your target. Its signature perk that will return rounds to the magazine is nice, but isn't anything to really write home about for PvE. Our final tier 3 weapon is Dragon's Breath. It pains me to actually put this in the tier 3 category, mainly because it does have very high damage. Its solar flares will pretty much end enemy that walks through them, but the fact that it lacks tracking or proximity detonation means that you just have to take too much extra time to ensure that your rounds will go where you want them to. Finally, we have our tier 4 weapons. These should be avoided at pretty much all costs. Our first weapon is No Land Beyond. While the ideas surrounding the design of this weapon were in the right place, it simply didn't translate into a good weapon. Its damage is extremely low compared to other sniper rifles, and it takes ages to chamber a new round, and the iron sights move around way too much to make hitting your target even feasible most of the time. Our second weapon is Necrochasm. Bungie kind of needs to go back to the drawing board on this one, especially after the recent auto rifle nerf made it even more difficult to kill something. It hits for almost nothing now and has an extremely low magazine size, and its unique perk is built around killing things with precision shots, something that's honestly laughably difficult to do with its high rate of fire. Our final weapon is the PlayStation timed exclusive Fourth Horseman. The main reason it's in this category even after the buff to shotguns and PvE is that its range is just too low to be useful. Its perk set doesn't do it any favors either, since you have to destroy the other stats to up their range into a usable state. Avoid this gun for PvE at all costs. So what are your thoughts on where these weapons stand? Do you think that some weapons deserve to be in a higher slot, or are you able to use some of these lower tier weapons to success? Let us know in the comments. I hope you found this video helpful. This has been Patrick Casey with Planet Destiny, your guide to the Destiny universe.